I think I remember dreams that affects me. Ah, yeah. So dreams with extremes, I think you're more likely to remember. Apparently, you can train your body to go straight into REM and survive off about 3 hours of sleep a night. Can you imagine only sleeping for 3 hours? You would have so much extra time in the day. You know, I mean, most people have what, between 6 and 10 hours. You know, I generally, unfortunately, am closer to the 6 than the 10. But yeah, I suppose imagine if you only slept for 3 hours a night.
It's so good to see
and
you
we're awake
again.
for 21.
It's been a pleasure.
But there is a shopkeeper in here as well. Or there was. Unless we killed them.
Why are we coming?
I think they're dead. Don't go out there because you can't get out. You can't jump over the thing.
Not in that one.
Oh, right.
That is not aiming from.
Is that one of your arrows? Okay. Yeah, we downloaded a mod which adds, like, you can rebuild Winterhold, because that's totally what you would do, you know.
Let me know.
But the problem is there's still, like, a lot of bricks in front of this guy's shop. So, Margaret Thatcher and Gordon Brown did at the height of their power. But they didn't look well rested. No, they didn't. Especially Gordon Brown with his awkward smiles and things like that.
Need something?
Imagine
Take a
having
look.
21 hours a day, though, to do stuff. Imagine how much gaming you could get done in 21 hours a day. You didn't need to sleep. They've got 7,600. Well, yeah. I'm gonna say, don't sell Saurons.
I put that away.
Yeah. Yeah, you could really achieve, like, if you were writing a novel or something, you could just get chapter upon chapter done as long as you didn't get writer's block. I find that as well, Ahmed. I think if you sleep too much, you feel much more tired. I try and wake up in cycles as well, like if I have a nap, because I work full time, but like on a day off like today, if I have a nap, I try and nap in like 90 minutes or 45 minutes, but usually 90 minutes. I feel really well rested.
Doesn't have the cheese.
Yeah, she's in the way
Blocking
now.
my way now.
My mother, she likes to have like 15 hours sleep a night or something stupid. So then she's always in a grump. She doesn't understand why, and I'm like, because you sleep too much. But she doesn't agree. Oh, there's a skill book there. With spell tome. You can read it. Can you not read it?
No.
Oh.
Where are they anyway?
Maybe she's dead. She's one of the original shopkeepers.
This is a good expansion pack if everybody's dead.
Everybody's dead. Sorry. I know. I cannot sleep that long. Mostly because I'll wake up, I'll feel rested enough, and I'll think, oh, I've got so much to do today, or I want to get this done today. And I think when you're like you're busy with work or school or whatever, when you've got a day off, you feel like you've wasted the day if you spend all day in bed, or I do anyway. I mean, we were students. I mean, we're nearly 28 now, but we were students, and if you think about it though, like we would go to bed at like 4 in the morning, but we'd still be awake by like 11, you know, maybe 12. That's only what, 8 hours, you know. See, breakfast is the most important meal of the day. If I had a box of Lucky Charms, I would smile sweetly and hold it up, but I don't. So yes, you should always try and have something for breakfast. I think they say that you're more likely to like snack on bad foods. Not only does it really screw with your metabolism, but you feel more tired and grumpy and things like that. But it also makes you more likely to eat the wrong foods because you feel really starving. She says, oh my goodness, I just realised the Red Dwarf reference, Everybody's Dead, Dave, works perfect for you guys. Dave's watched a lot more Red Dwarf than I have.
When he first wakes up.
Oh, at the beginning, yeah, yeah.
That's like everything's like that. Oh, where's every Holly? Everybody's dead, Dave.
We were talking about smoking an Abyssinian longfish because we will be back for breakfast before. I don't think you were in the channel then, Emma.
Oh no, that was great.
Yeah, what were we saying? Oh, I don't even know how we even got onto that now. It was quite funny at the time.
Oh, it was one guy because he stepped
Oh,
in front
yeah.
of an arrow.
Yeah, this other guy. Yeah, this other guy
Where's
stepped
this
in front
guy
of an
going
arrow, and
now?
we were like, "What a guy! What a guy!" And then it just reminded us completely. I do like Red Dwarf.
Time. Oh, right.
Where is everybody? In bed, asleep.
Sleep? You don't sleep in Skyrim. You wait.
I really like Red Dwarf, but I didn't like the one-off special that they did with no canned laughter. It was really awkward and weird. This 4 or 5 part mini-series they did was better.
Mayor,
That was quite
I don't
recent.
want to see you treating any of these books poorly.
You may as well do the
Clear?
Is There Any College Business because it'll give us a miscellaneous quest to do as well while we're here. Just so we get
There are
that.
more books to be recovered and secured here in the
I don't know what my
arcane.
favourite Red Dwarf episode would be. But I do love Rimmerworld. I do really, really love Rimmerworld because it's just perfect. The writing is perfect. What's the other one where they try and get
Well, all right, here.
Dave
I
married after
scribbled
that
down
thing?
the last place I'd heard about.
Oh, the Gelf.
Check it
Yeah,
out.
the Gelf.
But be
Yeah, so the
careful.
crash land and the
I do like that one.
OG unit.
Yeah, what's that
Oxy
called?
generation unit.
What's that called?
Until next time.
Polymorph Emohawk 2.
That one. See, I told you he watches a lot more Red Dwarf than me.
I'm watching the newer systems. I'm good with it.
Rimmerworld is my mother's ringtone. I like your mother. Me and your mother were gonna get along. No, I love Rimmerworld. I think it's absolutely perfect. The writing in it is pristine. I would smoke a cigar on the beach and sleep while the sun burns my body. Oh, if you were a millionaire, probably wouldn't be a good idea to get too sunburnt, to be honest, or smoke a cigar. But being on the beach is good.
Right, well, that other part for the Dawnguard quest, you gotta find the Elder Scroll. It doesn't say where.
Blackadder. Now that is a series. I like them all. First, second, third, and goes forth. Absolutely love them all. Personal favourite is Blackadder 2, Blackadder the second. A lot of people love the first or love the fourth. The fourth is brilliant, and the last ever episode of the series makes me cry my eyes out every single time I watch it, even though it's a comedy show. You know, it's absolutely epic, but my personal favourite is Blackadder 2 with Queen Elizabeth. I would get really bored doing nothing all the time. I don't know, I think if I was a multi-millionaire, I would just do things that I liked. So, you know, that could be like working an animal rescue or something, you know, like set up your own charity or something. That I think you'd find things to do, but it'd be more philanthropic or creative. The Despair Squid episode in Red Dwarf, Dwayne Dibley, yes, and that's another hilarious one.
Maturing character.
Again, same reason as Rimmerworld is hilarious. The writing in it is just perfect.
That's it. I fast travelled right next to the entrance.
Whenever I fast travel, it puts me nowhere near it.
I can't believe we asked that before.
Yeah, I think it was
Same.
Pyro, who appears to have gone. Did he go while I was away? Pyro's gone, maybe. Yes. Yeah, that's it. You would just do things you liked. Like, you'd probably start a blog reviewing all these video games that you could afford to buy. You would do something. The writing is amazing. The egos of the characters and the relationships are so good. Yeah. You don't really get much comedy like that anymore. I find. I did watch something absolutely hilariously funny the other day, though. Emma, seeing as you're in Britain, you'll be able to watch this legally on iPlayer. Peter Kay's Car Share. The first episode's a little bit slow, but they put the first 2 episodes out, one after another. The second episode, I was crying with laughter. It was hilarious, but the first episode is still worth watching to set the scene. But yeah, that's definitely worth watching. I really like old comedy as well. I really like old comedy. I'm not really into many American comedy shows. I think the comedy's a little bit too obvious in a lot of them. Not all, just a few of them. But I like old British comedy. I love things like Only Fools and Horses. I really love Open All Hours. I absolutely love Open All Hours. I love David Jason in it. It's absolutely brilliant. If I had $5 million, what would you buy first of all? So after I've like given some money to causes and people that I love, and I've told my business, told my work that they can stick their job where the sun doesn't shine. After I've done that, once the money's cleared in my bank, obviously, yeah, what would I buy first? The absolute first purchase would probably be some of the sculptures from the Bethesda shop. They have some sculptures that are like 350 quid, but they're like busts of characters, so from various Bethesda games, but they're like £350 each. Hi Rob Beach.
Please tell me you have
Bottom, no, Bottom and the young ones, they were both brilliant. Rick Mail.
Men behaving badly as well.
Men Behaving Badly, that is a fantastic one.
You saved him.
But yeah, Car Share, that's what it's called, Car Share. The episodes are like 25-30 minutes long. Again, the first one's really, really slow at the starting, but it's still funny enough. But the second one, literally, it was really funny. I love Phoenix Nights. It's nothing like Phoenix Nights though at all, which is just a bit odd because he's kind of a bit samey, Peter Kay.
That's my boy.
But yeah,
So it's true then. For now it's enough to know that he's alive. I can find peace in that. Thank you, dear friend.
I haven't
You've
watched
given me
Bottom or the
back
young
my
ones in a long
son.
time. I love the young ones.
head
I
the
was
oil
convinced that when I
on
went to
this
uni
for
it was going to be
long.
just like that. It
Was to
wasn't.
be a present for his return. I suppose he can't have it now. Why don't you take it? We can always
Yeah,
make it up
Gold,
the day when this war ends and
or
Thorvald
Dave
can
as it's
come
now called.
home.
That had loads of episodes of the young ones on when I
You
was at
take
uni,
care
so we
of
would
yourself
watch loads of it. I like a lot of the comedy from back when it was censored because they had to work harder to be funny. Yeah, now they can. There was a lot more innuendos and subtleties and okay, there was some content that was still a bit questionable, but they did have to write more cleverly. Now, yeah, they can say or do whatever they want really. Yeah, Car Share, by the way, was on BBC One. I thought it would be on Channel 4 because obviously Phoenix Nights, but no, it's BBC One, so it should be on iPlayer. I thought I would neglect to mention that important tidbit of information.
I'm ready if you are. Don't let me stand in your way then. I'll be at the dock whenever you're ready. I'm ready if you are. Come on, it's just around the side. Yes? What did you need? Before my father became obsessed with a prophecy, my mother and I spent quite a bit of time together. She was very
Oh yeah,
fond of
it
our
is good.
little garden in the castle courtyard.
My
She taught me quite a bit
stepfather
about
recommended it to
cultivating
us,
quality
so
regions.
we were watching the first episode and we were kind of like, it's funny, but it's not the best. And then, yeah, it does grow
Like
on you,
the
doesn't
best
it?
of
It is
friends.
really good.
I would never hesitate to share anything with her. It was very sudden. It was almost like one day we were a normal family, and then the next...
I listen to a lot of BBC Radio 4.
I'd try to
Yeah,
visit my
Radio
mother
4
in
has
the
some
garden, and she'd
fantastic
quickly shoo
voice,
me away, saying she was
you know,
much
sort
too
of
busy.
shows. I think as well, when you've not got the picture, you know, to sell it
She
for
had
you,
to
you know,
have
the expression on their
something in my
face
garden.
is
I'm
hilarious,
hoping it's a clue that
or
will tell
whatever.
us where she
I think they
went.
have to work a lot harder. They have to be really versatile actors.
I can't wait to see the courtyard again.
She's looking a bit rough, isn't she?
We have left it on the side really.
It's the same as BBC, BBC Three, the TV station. I'm really sad that they're getting rid of that because there's been some great comedy. Yeah, there's been some great comedy on there, but also just great documentaries and things like that. Yeah, Rob, Peter Kay's car share. We watched it the other night and we were dying, absolutely dying of laughter.
Doesn't look so big from down here. I mean, it is big, but even bigger. Who's there?
Oh, it's worth it. It's worth it. First episode's a bit slow, but it's still funny. Second episode, hilarious. Just make sure you're not going to wake anybody up with laughing so hard, because yeah, we were giggling, weren't we? It was really good. It's been a while since I've seen a comedy program that's kind of really gripped me. I'm looking forward to the next episode. It's on Wednesday. I think it's only I think it's only 6 parts though, and they've already given out 2 parts. I know. Last time she summoned a skeleton, I was trying to kill it. I was like, it's a skeleton. You know what I mean? How is that not dead? That is like the toughest skeleton there ever was. I was shortening your name to Ahmed. We were having this discussion before. How do you pick which part of the name to shorten to? It's like I look at Tim, I see Tim, Rob, Emma. I just pick a part. It'd be a bit strange if I was like, hi, enhancing. It just doesn't work. I know, right, Tim? I'm wasting a lot of Nord arrows on a friendly. Casual coughing, like you do.
I think it's
Hurt. Are these crazy skeletons with insane damage resistance?
yeah, usually you just hit the skeleton.
Oh yeah, you hit them with an arrow and they fall to pieces. I mean, he does have a pretty cool hat on there. Does he have ancient Nord arrows? I wanted to check if he had ancient Nord arrows, Dave. Did you just fall and he didn't? Unlucky.
Here's my house in
Is that the same one? Yeah. That is like the toughest skeleton there ever was.
Oh, you did it.
Yes, ancient Nord arrows. Can't see. Oh yeah, I can see it. Just to the left. To the left. What have you done? Okay. Have you tried interesting NPCs? No, I haven't. Is it a mod? Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Let me find out what interesting NPCs is. Gotta recharge those weapons.
Just yeah.
Well, the one on the left doesn't do the freeze effect without the charge.
Yeah, Bruce, you attack this. You don't.
I think I will have to download this mod.
The old water cistern.
If anybody's
On some days, this would
interested,
smell
we do
just-
have
Be glad you weren't here then.
a mod list.
Where'd you come from? I knew I heard something. Who's there? I knew I heard something. Done and done. Who's there? I knew I heard something.
Ouch. You wonder why I'm typing that? It's purely to try and keep up because I know there's a massive lag. But yes, I will have a look. I know the one we downloaded for rebuilding Winterhold, that one was absolutely shockingly large. What are we doing now?
So, inside a castle.
Is this the one where we're looking for the Elder Scroll?
Why came you to talk to who?
Destruction increased to 21. It all helps.
Oh, damn. I really thought I was going to be a level up.
Yeah, we don't have that many
Take a look
mods
over here. This is one of those weird double
actually
doors.
in play. You'll have to get us your mod list and with some recommendations, like interesting NPCs. I like immersion mods and things that add to the game a little bit.
Done and done. Who's there? I knew I heard something.
I suppose, yeah, the only thing I found that's been an issue so far is conflicts between some of the mods, because they write to the same area or use the same files. But I've been using loot for the load order, which does take out most of the hard work for you, along with like the Nexus mod manager. No, you can't. I think when I'd never modded any game before we started playing this on PC, and it is quite addictive actually. You just want to improve all the time. $240. Goodness, that is, yeah, that's quite a lot. I mean, I can't imagine having that many, to be honest. Do you not find though that it interferes with the load times and things like that it slows it all down?
Where'd you
You must have quite a high-powered PC. I mean, we get silent crashes to desktop all the time, don't we?
Mm.
Not all the time, you know. I mean, you've seen, we had one about an hour into streaming, and then we had a proper crash about half an hour ago. I think that's it. I think once you get attached to them. I mean, I'm not too... I've got a better water mod, which I really like, but most of the other sort of how it looks mods, I'm not that bothered. I'd rather download more immersion style mods. Should we save?
Yeah, let's worry about it.
Okay. Well, it has been a pleasure. I hope you've all had a lovely evening. Do you want to actually save? Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Okay. I hope you've all had a lovely evening. I very, very much enjoyed the stream tonight. I'll put the social links up here so that you can see them. Again, they'll be massively before I actually say this on the chat. But hopefully you'll be able to join us again. Our next normal streaming day is Tuesday from about 8ish GMT. But we may do a stream tomorrow night as it is bank holiday. But if we are going to do that, we'll put it on Twitter, very likely. But otherwise, our son is likely to be awake in around 5 hours. So yes, I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful evening.